A majestic homecoming for Stone Cold Steve Austin sees the Rattlesnake drop KO with the Stone Cold Stunner, locking in the victory. Austin sets a WrestleMania record with 20 years going between WrestleMania wins, as his previous victory at the event was over Scott Hall at 2002's WrestleMania 18. Cheers to Stone Cold. Moving on, we arrive at WrestleMania 39. Last year's spectacular that played host to many show-stopping moments. And night one was where we got to watch the scintillating rematch between Judgment Day's Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The two first met at WrestleMania 36, when Charlotte, the winner of the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble match, used her guaranteed championship match to call out then NXT Women's Champion Ripley. It was a competitive affair, but Charlotte walked out with the victory and the NXT Women's title. 3 years later, though, things had changed. Ripley had arrived to the main roster, and at WrestleMania 37, she defeated Asuka to become Raw Women's Champion. Unfortunately, a few months later at Money in the Bank 2021, Ripley would again face Charlotte, and would again lose her championship by submission. So when Rhea won the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match, entering at number 1 for the record, she wasted little time to make her challenge. The next night on Raw, she'd lay it out to the woman that had stopped her momentum on more than one occasion, the 7-time women's champion and the queen herself, Charlotte Flair. On a night one that featured incredible action and immortal legends, Ripley and Flair would deliver a performance that could not be denied. Charlotte eternally defending her status as top woman in WWE, and Ripley with her golden opportunity to vanquish the ghosts of WrestleMania past. One thing was clear. If Ripley was going to get it done, she'd have to avoid Charlotte's vaunted figure 8, which had twice been her undoing. If she could do that, her path to victory was clear. That's usually everyone's plan against Charlotte, but she still seems to find it one way or another. Can you put the perfect attack together and defeat Charlotte Flair, or will you, like so many before, end up bowing down to the queen? Let's go to night one of WrestleMania 39 and find out.
This was the best match that weekend. This was the best match this weekend, man. If I can... there you go. Woo! This match was so good. Low-key should have main evented, but... I mean, Sammy and KO had a pretty good story that year, too. Southwest corner. I would put her in the southeast. Sure ass up. Scoop. It's Jessica Carr.
Rhea Ripley wanted to prove that a new generation was ready to take over the throne that the Queen had occupied. But that's easier said than done against Charlotte Flair.
It's insane that this green shirt guy has been in all these clips, by the way.
Counters for Irish whips.
He's been in every single clip.
Stop oncoming attacks, and was willing to take to the sky to defeat her challenger. Charlotte was starting off strong.
Woo! Damn.
It was too early to write off Ripley. She proved that when she caught Charlotte on
Oh my god, that looks brutal in gameplay.
Charlotte crumbled to the mat, and just like that, her quick start was a thing of the past. And now Ripley had her choice of how to punish the champion.
Good god, that looked rough. Elbow. Woo! Get your ass back down. German. Welcome to Suplex City. Now we're going for the Riptide? Already? She countered, didn't she? Did she counter? Huge. I think I'm in love with mommy.
Rhea had continued to put her brutality on display, ready to finish Charlotte surprisingly early.
Oh my God.
Enough fight left in her to counter with an
That DDT cell was crazy.
The cover may have only gotten a 2 count, but Charlotte Flair had reset the tempo and was now firmly in the driver's seat.
Bro, they better have these. They better have all of these showcase cutscenes in Story Creator whenever it comes back. She keeps taunting and setting her up for a disadvantage. Oof.
Rhea started hitting Charlotte with some big shots. And even then, when it looked like Charlotte was rocked, she once again used her experience to find a counter. These were the moves of a seasoned veteran, stifling her aggressive challenger at every showing that despite the damage thus far, she was just fine, thank you. Charlotte was in her element, staring at the crowd, filled with her loyal subjects. But with Ripley down, she had to act fast. As she has so many times, Charlotte looked to perform her spectacular moonsault.
Well, it's not spectacular all the time.
Ripley saw it coming and pulled out one of the most devastating moves of the entire match. A super German suplex that turned Charlotte inside out. How Charlotte kicked out, we may never know. At this point, you can see the resignation on the face of Rhea Ripley. If that super German suplex wasn't going to put Charlotte away, what was? But you can't give up in moments like these. This is where Rhea was going to show us exactly what she was made of.
How many times? How many times I want to throw another opponent taunt at her? Woo! Isn't that Lars Sullivan's finisher? If anybody remembers Lars Sullivan? Good God! They tried to really make him work in NXT. And then it was found out he was a nasty man. Which I could have told you that one. Leg drop. Okay. Go for the knee. Ah! Set her up for the prism trap. Or whatever she, I forgot what she calls her finish. Or her submission finish. Get Charlotte off her feet. Mommy's choice. Oh!
A rare double knockout brought the action to a halt, as these two were proving to be more evenly matched than initially anticipated.
See that? I saw it. It was seen.
But it was Charlotte who appeared to be the fresher competitor, getting to her feet first. And then nearly taking Rhea's head off with a huge running boot to the face. Ripley was now struggling to keep up with Charlotte, who saw the chance to connect with something big.
we go. People on their feet. People got their phones out.
Was coming, the fans grew louder while Charlotte ascended to the top turnbuckle.
When people take pictures, they need to turn their flash on their phones. Turn the flash on your phones when you take a picture.
And they exploded when she connected with the moonsault to the floor. Rhea's talk of a new generation was looking silly, with Charlotte absolutely dominating her.
I wish in the game, like...
Once Charlotte got back in the ring, she wanted the figure eight, but Ripley had it scouted, able to kick herself free, and avoiding a Charlotte spear attempt. With Charlotte distracted by the official, Rhea would unleash a monstrous headbutt and connect with Riptide. But Charlotte shocked the crowd again, managing to kick out at 2. Rhea Ripley looked lost.
See, was
Charlotte's refusal to just stay down starting.
Like in real life, Rhea's hair was wild. It's when I wish like they have the face paint washing off now in the middle of the matches, but now I wish like your hair would get crazy when your hair is slicked back.
So dangerous. Her ability to just survive will have you questioning everything you once believed.
All right, I'm sure I'm gonna have to save my finishers for a super Riptide. Oh, I couldn't cancel anymore. Oof. Oof. Relax, man. Chill. Chill, Char. Where the hell is she going? Oh, what the?
Rhea and Charlotte both wore the effects of the battle on their faces and both refused to stop fighting. Rhea needed this redemption. Charlotte needed to prove she was still the top woman in WWE. But it was Rhea who went down first, and Charlotte was ready, again looking for a world-renowned figure eight. Before Charlotte could bridge up, though, Ripley, as she'd done the entire match, avoided being locked in the hole, this time grabbing the ropes to force the break. Ripley's growth was obvious. She'd tapped out to the figure eight before, but tonight was ready to counter it at every single opportunity. And now it was Charlotte Flair who looked lost in there. For the first time, it was the veteran displaying a bit of panic, much like Ripley had earlier in the battle.
This should have been the main event, man.
But Charlotte knew not to let that panic set in and went right back to work.
KO and Sammy killed it, but... What is she doing?
Whatever it was going to take to defeat Ripley, Charlotte would figure it out. And it was in this moment that Ripley refused to go quietly, elbowing herself free.
Ooh!
Then slamming Charlotte's face into the ring post. I remember seeing Charlotte just stop moving. And now it started to feel like this epic contest was about to reach its end.
If we had Mark Henry, we could have done the casket match.
Seemed like a foregone conclusion, which is what Rhea Ripley had insisted it was the whole time. As she cradled Charlotte,
we don't have to do it.
Folded her in half with a monumental riptide off the second rope. All that was left was to count to 3 and crown Rhea Ripley the new SmackDown Women's Champion.
She's had that championship ever since.
Ripley's face as she put the demons of 3 years prior to rest showed just how badly she wanted it. If it's not the greatest women's match at WrestleMania, it's easily in the top 3. Charlotte appeared both disappointed.
No, it's the best.
Almost excited.
It was the best match of the weekend.
Maybe she was just accepting having come up short against the better superstar and losing fair and square. Judgment Day had indeed arrived for the Queen, and now Mommy was leaving with the SmackDown Women's Gold.
Charlotte was so proud, man. And she was so happy about what they did. We unlocked Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. Sweet revenge 3 years later, and the Queen has been swallowed up by the Riptide.